What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is Zurai Gaming bringing you another Fallout 4 video. Now today is a really special video because I am doing the mission, the Minuteman mission called Old Guns. Now you may be asking, why should I watch this mission compared to other missions? Well, this one is actually super rewarding in a multitude of factors. Not only does it provide really good loot, a little bit of fun, but also gives you access to artillery so that you can build artillery at any of your settlements. Now, I'm going to upload another video showing how useful artillery is. Stay tuned for that. But here I am, I'm starting the mission for the very first time, and we're going to just walk through, and I'm going to talk about all the things I did, what I wish I would have done, and how I did things originally. So besides being awarded artillery, you actually get, I believe it's 5 fusion cores from this, a multitude of fusion cells, the big boy mini nuke gun, and many other weapons and things. So fast travel to the castle.
I've been waiting to talk.
You need to work your way up through the Minutemen storyline up to this point.
What did you need?
You talk to Preston Garvey, and then you go to the castle, and you actually talk to this lady. Actually, her name is Ronnie. So this is where you start. Just go through the dialogue as fast as you can.
Glad to meet you. We can use some more veterans around here.
Well, you're right about that. I feel like some of these you've got still may need their diapers changed.
This is a kind of
I'd still like to hear what you
entertaining dialogue going on
Heard
here.
you were trying to get the Minutemen back on their feet. Thought I'd come
Rough
see the
around the
General
edges for sure.
myself. So what's your story? What makes you think anybody even wants the Minutemen back?
The Minutemen are the good guys again. People are starting to realize that.
Yeah, who am I to call myself general, right? I'm a little bit
Now that
fresh.
I'm here, I can see you really need my help.
Gee, thanks.
We can always use more experienced soldiers.
Yeah, you're not kidding. But I had something more specific in mind. I'm probably the only one who still remembers this. But the castle's armory was located in the West Bastion. All of our best equipment was stored in there.
Okay.
Weapons,
So now we need to
ammo,
gain
schematics,
access to the
instruments.
castle's armory. Now
Come
this
on,
was a little bit
show you.
tricky at first. I was using what I thought was common sense, but let's wait till we get to that point.
Ah, good. Looks like it might still be intact. Door's still sealed. Bastion hasn't collapsed. Trick now is finding a way in.
I hope you have an idea.
Of course I do. If you can't go through, go around. Let's have a look at the northeast bastion.
It's 5 a.m. This is Radio
Okay, so now you head to the opposite side of the castle, and you'll have a waypoint, and you'll just want to head into the general's quarters. This is where the missile launcher was located. And so you can see there's debris built into this hallway, and you got to clear it out. Now originally I threw grenades at it, I set mines down, I fired the missile launcher into it because I thought, hey, you're supposed to blow it up. You know, that's what she said. I mean, Ronnie was like, you got to have something to use to blow this up. So that's what I went to at first. Actually, it's a lot simpler than that.
This was the general's quarters. Used to be a tunnel leading from here to the armory. This tunnel's blocked by this rubble. We'll have to find some way to clear it.
Okay, so now you have a waypoint set to the workshop. Now you just want to go to the workshop and activate it. This is basically your build mode for all of your settlements. So just enter into this menu, go back, and you'll be able to clear the debris. Just press scrap. And there you go. So that was something that took me a good 10 or 15 minutes to figure out, which, you know, stupid on my part, but there you have it. So just enter into the tunnels here. Okay, so when you get in here, you're going to enter into a series of rooms. Now, if you notice in the red, there's actually dots in the middle, and there's mines laid throughout the halls. So just shoot the mines. This one was activated when the other one went off. And just go through like this. Now, throughout, there's going to be some rooms where you'll be able to loot things here and there. Nothing too valuable yet. So there's another mine. Okay, at this point, there's actually, between a mine on the floor, there's that turret right there. You want to take care of both of those. So I just use some cocktails here to take care of them. I wait till it's done firing, then I shoot.
Another day in the Minuteman.
Now whenever you shoot down a turret, always loot it. Those things are valuable. Okay, so here's where it gets good. So there's some things on the left that you can loot. But there's a fusion core. This is the first fusion core you're going to encounter. So go ahead and take that. Okay, there's a mine right there. Make sure you're a good distance away because it does have a blast radius. Okay, so now this is probably the most difficult part of the mission. It may not be difficult for some of you, but I did my best here.
Well, I'll be. I would have never guessed the stop. Let's get this over with.
Okay, so I laid some mines, and those blew up, and those actually injured me. That was a mistake. So I laid another mine right there. I don't know if that was the best decision either. As you can see, he's got a high DPS, so you're gonna die fairly quickly if you don't watch. Okay. So I throw a cocktail, which activates both the mine and damages me. Another stupid mistake. So as you can see, I'm healing up. That time my cocktail hit. So I just keep using cocktails because those have a lot of damage. And for something like this, there's no way I can just shoot him down. I gotta get his health down first. Now if you notice, when you go up and you see the target and their name at the top middle of your screen, if there's a skull next to their name, that means they're a higher level than you are. Just like that. So you see it says Sarge, and then there's a skull there. So it's gonna be a difficult battle. But all that means is, doesn't necessarily mean that they're legendary. That just means that they're harder. Higher level. So there I die, because he actually came out into the hallway, and I didn't know he could come out into the hallway. So we're going to give this a second try. So I select my frag mines. Now, before he starts talking, I run into the room, and I set the mines where he's going to have to pass. So right now, he's not shooting at me because he's still warming up. But you only have a second, so this was my personal strategy. I just used all my explosives instead. And then my mines went off. So I just keep throwing cocktails. Just get his health down. Cocktails have both a blast damage and a continuous damage from the flames. And then I just shoot him. So that's that. That's how I took care of it. And you can see they blow up as soon as you beat them. They blow up, so watch out for that. And loot him. He has 2 fusion cores besides some other loot. So up to this point, you've looted 3 fusion cores. Random box. So this was probably the hardest part for me. I mean, not too difficult whatsoever. But there's more loot to come. Alright, so stay tuned for my next video, and we'll get into part 2 of this mission, the old guns.